Hi. I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but I've had a few people say that I should do TikTok live or just TikTok or whatever it's called. And I watch a lot of YouTube, so I figured if I'm going to start documenting my life at the ripe old age of 47, turning 48, then I have to at least do YouTube as well. I don't know why my camera on my tablet is so zoomed in. I don't know if it's because I have it flipped around so I could see myself. I don't know. But my name is Sue Ellen. I live in San Diego, California. I'm a mom and a wife, and I've been fat my whole life. That kind of rhymed, sorry. I'm getting ready to go see a weight management doctor. I had gastric bypass in March of 2020. I was one of the last surgeries my doctor did, Dr. Boyrell, and his staff are amazing. So if you're in San Diego and looking for gastric bypass or sleeve or whatnot, or just weight loss help, I mean, he's great. But I was 488 at my highest, and I got surgery at 470. I lost, or no, less than 470. I lost 50 pounds on my own, and so I'm a little nervous. Anyway, and I maintained at 288 for years, and then I got down, the lowest I ever got weighed in at was 267, and that went right back up to the 270s, and I went back and forth between 270s, 280s, and then at the beginning of this year, year 5, I started to gain weight. And I got one of those Lark scales that you see all over Facebook and stuff, and I started to weigh myself. During my weight loss journey with gastric bypass, I weighed myself every day, and it was just something that helped me, what I thought, stay on track, or make me know that I wasn't gaining any weight. I was scared. I didn't want to be one of those people that put all their weight back on. And then suddenly, a couple months ago, I was back up to 330, and I said, nope. I'm not going to be an emotional eater again, because that's where it all started when I was little. I mean, fat before kindergarten, fat all through school. Anyway, and I listened to my son. He said, try calorie deficit, Mom. It's really the food that, and of course it's the food, but I wanted to exercise. I wanted to have movement, so I started Walk Fit app, and yeah, I'm just rambling at this point, but so I could go for 14 days and do it. I did it Monday through Friday on my lunch break from work. I work from home, and so I was able to do that every day. And then I have bad hips, and my hips were like, yeah, no, we're good today, no more. Or my psoriasis, I have psoriasis, it would flare up, and I couldn't even put pants on. It's bad, and I'm giving you way too much information in my first video, and you've probably already scrolled across, and who knows if you're even still listening, or if I'm even gonna post this. But I'll lose weight. Last week I lost a pound every day, and I got down to 308, and I felt really good. I was doing calorie counting, so I was following a woman named Michaela on TikTok, and making some of her low calorie, high protein recipes my family liked. My husband was on board. He's a big guy, and he was like, I'll do it with you, So things were good. And then I started following someone on YouTube, and her name's Nikki, and I believe it's Nikki Gets Fit is her YouTube channel. And her and her husband are young, and she's been battling her weight, and she lost 72 pounds, I think it was, on Weight Watchers. And I said, let me check it out, because she does it strictly by the app. And I was like, I don't want to go into meetings. I barely have time in a day to get what I need done. So I checked it out. It was $11 a month to start, and for a whole year, $11 a month, not $11 for the whole year. And yeah, I love that I can scan my barcodes on my food and adjust what I need to, and to me it just seems easier than my Fitness Pal, which I was trying to use. And so I've been tracking every day, and like I said, I started losing weight, and I had already lost some weight. I went from 330 down to the 320s, and then I got down and down, and then 308. And I was like, I'm not going to keep losing a pound a day. I don't know what's going on. And I said, but I know that it's going to either stop or it's going to start going back up, even though I'm doing what I feel, you know. I was under 1,500 calories every day. I was getting a lot of protein. And I weighed myself one morning and I knew, I said, I just have a feeling today is going to be the day that it stops. It didn't stop. I gained 3 pounds. And my son told me it's not what you've done this week that affects the scale this week. It's what you did the weeks before. And all my life, all the weight loss doctors, all the nutritionists, all the people who've known better than me have never told me that. So I'm like, what? No, you're crazy. It's what I ate yesterday or the day before affects my scale weight today, right? I don't know. So even though it's been making me sad and frustrated and a little depressed, I still got on that scale every morning. And every morning it said 1 more pound. So I got back up to 313 from 318. And I was like, okay, great. Or not 318, 308, sorry. And this morning I weighed and I'm back down to 310. Don't know what. Actually, I've had some cookies and I had chocolate earlier in the week, and or today's only Tuesday, so maybe over the weekend, and I'm losing weight from eating crap. No. So I don't know. Again, I don't know if I'll post this. I'll probably maybe re-record. I don't have any editing software or anything like that. I'm literally on my tablet sitting in my bedroom on my bed before I go see and I keep looking down because I'm looking at my face instead of up at the camera, almost 7 minutes in. I want some accountability and posting on Facebook and sharing with my friends only gets so far, right? They're your friends. They'll tell you they're proud of you. Some might even give you some tips on what they're doing to maintain weight loss or to lose weight. Complete strangers will be brutally honest. I already know what I look like. You telling me I'm fat or that I'm ugly or have saggy jowls from weight loss surgery. It is what it is. If I post, I'm expecting it. I've been made fun of, baby, since I was in kindergarten. So what you have to say ain't gonna bother me. So I'm going to weight management today. Gonna see the doctor. I don't necessarily want to do a GLP-1. I don't necessarily want medication. I just want someone to put me on the right track, not a caloric deficit calculator on Google or I don't know. I just need a direction. And I need to track it for myself, whether I post ever, whether I end up making a TikTok video, whether this helps someone else. Maybe there's another woman out there who's pushing 48, and even though you know you're not alone, you still feel it somewhere inside you that you're alone. No matter how much your son loves you and you cheer each other on, no matter how much your husband or your family or your friends are cheering you on and wishing you the best, you're still the one that has to do it every day. You're the one that has to go in the fridge, pick out that yogurt or pick up that fruit, which I love. And I'll do, I mean, literally I have a yogurt every morning. If there's fresh fruit, I'll have fresh fruit every morning. I could eat that all day. But after gastric bypass, I'm always struggling on something. Everybody's water is what you need. I can't drink water all day. I can barely drink a bottle of water sometimes. And if I'm mindful about it to get all my water in, then I don't eat anything, which people go, oh yeah, well that's good, don't eat. It's like, well, that might be great, but what happens when I get dizzy? Or what happens if my body's like, oh, she's starving us, so let's hold on to the weight. See, another tangent, that's where my brain goes. I go from one thing to another to another. Anyway, I'm a rambler. So I'm doing this to help me. I'm doing this that maybe in a couple weeks if I make another video recording, I'll see my face is smaller again, like it was at 288 pounds. I'll have some sign of a video journal. I don't know, but yeah, if I do end up posting this, hi, my name's Sue Ellen. I'm a fat girl, been a fat girl my whole life, and I don't want to be a fat girl anymore.